Across all universities, new knowledge is being created daily. If you are in academia and considering how you can make your knowledge reach its full potential and be a part of society faster, entrepreneurship can be one of the ways. Jonas Brandt is Head of Business Development at The Kitchen, the startup hub of Aarhus University. He's working with startups every day, whereof many of them is spun out from research and academia.
It's the ability not only to make new discoveries, but also to create value in the society from those discoveries. And entrepreneurship is one of the ways that the university can bring these discoveries into the society.
Entrepreneurship does not only help your research to reach society faster, it also helps researchers continue in their field of expertise and creating more jobs and opportunities for researchers.
Entrepreneurship can be a great opportunity for them to continue with what they are specialized in their own business, instead of going into industry and finding a job where they need to move in another direction.
Signe Bruskin, author, keynote speaker and founder of Enlighten, did her industrial PhD at Copenhagen Business School. With her company, Signe is working on bridging the world between researchers and private as well as public organizations. Already during her PhD, the seeds were planted to inspire for the entrepreneurial journey afterwards and how the research could be used to shaping the business idea and slowly taking the first few steps.
I think it was while I was doing my PhD. From the very beginning, I had this idea that I didn't want all my research just to end up in academia. I wanted to ensure that it was also out in practice and came out and live in society in one way or the other.
For many researchers, it can be difficult to get access to the data and cases to support the research needed in their specialized field. By starting a business, researchers will contribute to a growing research field and help build a positive development for both industry, talents and research.
They have an interest in a good and vital ecosystem within their own field, particularly an ecosystem that surrounds the university, so that there is career opportunities for their junior staff when they want to leave the university, but also so that there can come a feedback loop, and these companies that are spun out can actually in the future help fund and support the research in the group.
Creating a business or a startup from research is not necessarily for everyone. It takes a different mindset and another attitude. But as a researcher interested in this, you need to be aware of both the pitfalls and, even more important, how you can easily take the first steps.
When it comes to Enlighten and starting up a business, it's about being out there and trying over and over again. And I think that has been a little bit tougher for me because I'm not used to that.
As part of the mental preparation for a researcher to embark on the entrepreneurial journey, Jonas emphasizes that the process and life cycle of the journey is different.
In academia, you start up with a hypothesis and then you get the money. Once you have the money, you set the team and you start the work. In entrepreneurship, it's quite the opposite. Then you actually need to start to do a lot of the work, prove your concept, work out if you can match the market with your idea. And that work attracts the right team, and once you have the right team in place, then you can attract the money.
Validating your idea and knowing that there's someone who you can create value for can seem a bit overwhelming, but Jonas has a very clear solution on where to start and what to do next.
Well, first they talk to potential customers, and then they talk to potential customers, and finally they spend a lot of time talking to potential customers. And this cannot be said enough. You should never just consider one statement as being the whole truth. You should always go out and investigate your idea a lot. And in this case, it means actually talking to potential customers.
I started with the companies where I have been presenting. But I have this idea that it would be private organization because I've been researching within a private organization. But I found out soon that it was actually public organization which were more open to it, and especially the ones booking me.
The interaction with potential customers always generate a lot of new ideas and knowledge. But mostly it helps the researcher scope the business so that he or she can actually identify how the product should look, what problems the product should fit, and how the business model should be put together.
If you want to make a bigger impact on society, there are 3 things you should be aware of. Your research can make an impact on society. If you decide to start your entrepreneurial journey, you need to be aware of the different life cycle and that it takes different mindset. You need to validate your idea, and the way to do this is to go out and talk to potential customers. Building a business is a long process, just as research is. But when starting your entrepreneurial journey, the first step is talking to customers and listening to their needs so that you can test your idea. If you follow this process, you can excel the impact of your research.